You guys are going to go into the halfway point of the season tonight with the best first half record in franchise history. But when you look back at some of those 11 losses, I'm sure the Golden State game is one that stands out as one you guys could have gotten up 5 with 90 seconds left. What stands out from that game? What was the main takeaway for you guys in terms of what needs to be different?
Just being locked in the whole way through. That they're a team that can erase the lead really quickly. We saw last game when we played them. Just being locked in defensively, being physical throughout the whole game.
Yeah, to go off what he said, I think we have to put a complete game together. I think we gave them a lead that game, and we kind of fought back into that game. So I think we just have to put a complete game together and play off of our crowd.
Over the last few years, you guys have played them tough. I think 4 of the last 5 games have been decided by 6 points or less. Is that sort of the focus in terms of turning narrow losses to wins? I know easier said than done against this team, but is it about kind of more of a complete effort?
Yeah, definitely. Putting a full 48 game together, especially with these guys, and even in some of our recent games, just being able to close out games when they're close. It's taking your focus, your intensity to another level. Not only on the offensive end but defensively. Can't have miscues or breakdowns with this team because they'll burn you. So it's definitely a focal point. The focus in on the possessions as the game gets closer and closer, and when it's on the line.
You guys have scored 125 at least 9 times this year. They've done it 13, been 1 year 2. Is this peak offense for the Raptors that we're seeing, or is there more in the tank?
I don't know. I think we're still feeling it out. It could be more. I don't know, but I think we just, with the culture reset that we had offensively, I think that everybody's buying in to moving the ball, and any given night we can have a guy that scores a lot of points that's not expected to. So I think that just shows that guys are buying in and unselfishness.
I asked a couple guys this before the Cleveland game. It's a similar sort of idea against another high-powered offense. When you play against a team that's so good offensively, like Golden State or Cleveland, does that put more pressure on your defense to slow them down, or your offense to sort of keep up with them?
Defense, first and foremost. We can't bank on trying to beat teams with our offense alone. It just doesn't work like that, so we got to really focus in on it's going to be a big defensive game for us, to slow down what they're doing, take away their threes. They shoot a high volume of threes. So I'm trying to take away those looks, make them as contested as possible, not make it easy for them. But it's definitely going to happen on the defensive end of the floor. That's the only way we're going to win.
With that thought in mind, are you surprised at all that you guys are 1-2 behind Golden State, considering the culture reset just happened a couple months ago?
I don't think so. I think everybody, has really focused in and on what we're trying to do. The ball has been moving really well. Guys have been getting more comfortable, more confident in their roles and what the offense needs them to do. And the guys are stepping in and taking their shots with confidence, playing with confidence, moving the ball, trusting one another. So it's not surprising at all. We have 2 different groups that the vets have been together for a long time, and the young guys have been together for a long time. So there's the chemistry's there with everybody. So it's really easy to see how our offense is coming along.
They've won 11 straight on the road, 18-3 away from home. You guys play on the road. You know how tough it is. How are they able to do that? Is it just they got 1,000 All-Stars, or is it a mentality? How do you do that?
It's credit to them. They play well on the road. They have they have 4 All-Stars. I'm not saying it's easy, but I feel like they each night can have a big night for one of them. So they just able to carry that load. So hopefully it stops tonight. So we play well at home, and so I think that we just have to use our crowd and play off of our crowd.
You had experience over the years playing with that first unit, even if you weren't starting, but do things change for you at all over the last couple games with Kyle out, in terms of preparation, in terms of your role and what's expected from you?
I'm just with a different group, so it kind of changes, but because I'm kind of playing off the starters now. With the second unit, I was kind of playing more freely, but I'm still playing freely. I don't want to say take that away from that, but just it's a little different role, just with a different unit. So.
Big win, obviously, against the Cavs, but how do you sort of put that out of your mind and to take on this new challenge?
I mean, I think it's just the NBA. You know, you can't just be all high off of one win. You know, it's a long season. You know, you got high-powered offense coming in, but it's you know, every game is a big game. So you know, it's just focusing on the next one. You know, the next one. So we focusing on the Cavs. You know, and then we knew Golden State was coming in, so now we're focusing on that and taking care of business. You know, handling it with a professional approach. We know they played last night. Guys were bought in watching that game, so just preparing ourselves for what they do. So you know, it's the NBA. You got to be prepared night in and night out.
And even if Steph doesn't play, it's the same mindset going in.
Yeah, we lost a couple teams without their starting point guard, so I don't think we could take them lightly. You know, they're all good players, and you know, we just have to come out as though he's playing. If not, it's still the same way.
Just from a competitive standpoint, would you prefer to see Steph play tonight?
Yeah, you know, I mean, everybody wants to play against the best. You know, you're in the NBA. You know, you're playing against the best in the world. So it definitely each night you want to go against their best player and see where you match up and you know, fight to show that you belong. So I think you want to see the team fully loaded and battling it out.
Looked like Fred was giving you a hard time the other day. Said he could have gotten 30 if not for you.
Hey man, Fred got a long way to go, man. You know what I'm saying? That's one game. You know, he got a couple games to get 20.